Hi, my name is Megan. I'm doing the informative speech. I was born in December 1977 out in Adrian, Michigan. The day that I was born was basic winter, snowy. A couple days prior to me being born, there was heavy snowfall. I was born between the blizzards that year, 77, 78, the winter from December to February was actually Detroit's seventh coldest winter that was recorded in the books. My mom was out a couple days prior to me being born trying to push me along and have me be born because I was being stubborn as my usual self and not wanting to come out. She was shoveling snow to try and induce labor, which didn't really work. I came out a couple of days later anyhow. Um, that I found through the searches, there actually was quite a number of deaths that was in December. One death was Paul Hardy, a Belgian designer. Another was an actress from the movie Freaks. She was an old-time actress, Leela Himes. Clementine Spencer Churchill, who was a British baroness, also known as the wife of Winston Churchill. She passed away. Cyril Ritchard, an actor who played the original Peter Pan, had passed away. Charlie Chaplin, the actor, had also passed away. Howard Hawks, the director, he passed away, and Nora Marlowe, an actress, passed away. There was a couple tragic accidents that had occurred also in the month of December. One here in Michigan, a Bay City hotel fire had occurred, and that killed 6. Originally, there was 11 missing in that fire, but there was only 6 that were killed. Another happened on the day that I was born, December 13th. The entire University of Evansville basketball team had died shortly after their charter plane took off. Apparently, the forecast was rain and dense fog that day, and 90 seconds after they took off, the plane crashed. They were headed out to Nashville, and there was 29 deaths that occurred in that accident. And on December 22nd, the second major incident was in a grain elevator at the Continental Grain Company plant. There was an explosion that killed 36 people. Some fun facts. On December 4th, Jean Bedel Bokassa, who was the ruler out in Central African Empire, crowned himself. Also on December 4th, NFL's 5,000th game was played, where Cincinnati beat Kansas City 27-7. And on December 4th, also Neil Simon's Chapter 2 premiered in New York City. On December 5th, Egypt broke its diplomatic relations with Syria, Libya, Algeria, Iraq, and South Yemen. And December 5th also, Plymouth Horizon introduced the first American-made small car with the front-wheel drive. On December 6th, South Africa granted Bophuthatswana independence. Billy Smith, an Islander from hockey, did the 10th shutout opponent against the Blackhawks 4-0. On December 8th, football's 43rd Heisman Trophy was awarded to Earl Campbell, a Texas running back. On December 10th, Soyuz 26 carried 2 cosmonauts to the Salyut 6 space station. On December 14th, Egypt and Israel representatives got together in Cairo for the first formal peace conference. And also on December 14th, Saturday Night Fever starring John Travolta premiered for the first time in New York City. December 17th, Elvis Costello and the Attractions' first U.S. TV appearance, performed on Saturday Night Live. December 20th, the first spacewalk made by G. Greco from that Salyut 6. Also on the 20th, the RAF, or the Red Army faction terrorist Knut Folkerst, was sentenced to 20 years. On the 22nd, the Canadian government started building the first of 6 new naval frigates, part of a $1.5 billion naval program. On the 26th, the USSR performed nuclear testing in eastern Kazakh. On the 30th, Carter holds the first news conference by a U.S. president in Eastern Europe at Warsaw. Also, 31st, Ted Bundy escaped from the Colorado jail. The 31st was also another big thing with the WFAT in Brooklyn, New York, a pirate radio station, began broadcasting on 16:20 a.m. And then a little bit about the economy. A gallon of milk back in 77 cost $1.68. Cost of a gallon of gas, 62 cents. A dozen eggs, 82 cents. First class stamp, 13 cents. The unemployment rate back in 77 was 7.7%, and the president was James Carter Jr. And thank you.